Did you not see those bad characters before you got married to them? Didn't you see all the signs before you got married to them? Abi, you did not see the red flags. And now you're coming to tell us that my husband is this, my wife is this, my husband is this, my wife is this. We are tired of your complaint. That's all you get each time you complain that your spouses have changed. But I want to tell you something. Oftentimes, we meet people a certain way, and the moment we get involved with them, time, circumstances change them. Most of us did not meet them that way. They showed us a certain part of them that we fell in love with. Then when we fell in love with them, we saw what we ordered versus what we got. So oftentimes, a lot of people do not see the red flags. When you even meet people sometimes, there is no red flag because some people are very good in pretending. And apart from pretending, when you meet people sometimes, you meet them in a certain level and a certain age. What happens oftentimes in a relationship and marriage is that people grow up. A lot of people have not been able to understand the difference between growth and change. What people used to like when you met them 3 years ago is not what they're going to like when you stay with them 3 years later. A lot of things are going to change. They're going to evolve. So that is what happened in a relationship and marriage. That's the reason why it looks as if your spouses are no longer the way they used to be. And what do I used to tell my couples when they come and complain? Because this is like a rampant complaint I get from a lot of couples. I tell them to unlearn and relearn. Most of you are too static. Most of you are too basic. Most of you are too routine. Like all you know somebody is this way and you follow them that way. You forget that people used to evolve. Most of you, once you get married, your minds are not open to understand that your husband can like this today and decide not to like this tomorrow. I'm going to give an instance. It's like if you are younger in your 20s, you might love to lick ice cream. By the time you start getting to your 30s, you don't like ice cream anymore because of health issues, diabetes and all that. So your husband needs to understand that he cannot use ice cream to impress you again. There is something else you've grown up to. And a whole lot of stuff. So the problem is that most of us, we have static minds. We just feel that when we meet people, they have to remain that way. They are not God. It is only God that can remain the same way he is from ages to ages. So I always advise couples, why not evolve? Oftentimes, it's the fact that our minds are not so open. We are too static about the things that we used to know. We don't want to unlearn. We don't want to relearn. We don't want to evolve. We don't want to grow both in our bodies and in our minds. So it is that staticness, that stagnancy that makes us feel that our spouses have changed. Oftentimes when people grow, you stop liking them. Yes, because you are used to the old person that they used to. Because you are so lazy to grow your mind. Laziness is what has made a lot of us think that our loved ones have changed. Because we are so used to a particular thing. We do not know that when you marry a small girl, she's going to grow in the marriage. She's going to become independent. She's going to become a woman. She's going to start working. A lot of men are already comfortable with that small girl. They married you because you can stay in the house. They did not know that as time begins to grow, circumstances begin to happen. Your wife can say, baby, I want to work. She wants to be a boss. She wants to be an entrepreneur. Then when you start to work, when you become an entrepreneur, your husband cannot adjust to that personality. He says you've changed. You're a prostitute. You're coming back late. But that's evolvement. That is growth. You can't keep a woman in the house for several years. No. So I want to urge a lot of people, let's try a different method apart from complaining. The problem about us is that we complain a lot. We complain a lot and we don't want to put in work. We just sit down somewhere and be grumbling. My husband is not doing this. My wife is not doing this. My wife is changing. My husband is changing. If we put in a little bit of effort, try to unlearn, try to adjust, try to comprehend, you will see that the person is not doing it for a wrong thing. The person we are just too comfortable in ourselves. A lot of us have subconsciously become demons to the people we love. Yes, just because we are lazy in our minds. Sometimes you become a devil to the person you love without knowing. Just because your mind is so static, just because you are used to them in a particular way, you don't want them to grow. You are afraid of them moving forward. So you enjoy their stagnancy. That's not love. Love is supposed to be movement. And that's why sometimes I said, you can be married to your enemy and you don't even know. So if you're married or you are dating, you need to open up your mind to understand that circumstances can make people to move. Circumstances can make people to change. We must evolve. We must grow. And that's the beauty about relationship and marriage. If you meet people in the way where you always met them, there's nothing that is going to be exciting about them. The beauty about different personalities is that today I can wear a red hair, tomorrow I can wear a blue hair. I can change my persona. I have grown. You met me at this level today. You meet me in the next 2 years, I'm in another level. That's what makes your personality exciting. A lot of you are tired of your wives and your husband because you have made them stagnant. Especially men in Africa. Your wife is no longer attractive to you because you have kept her in one place. The reason why that side chick is more attractive is because the side chick is going around. She can be able to evolve. She's doing different things. Some of you think your wife cannot do what your side chicks can do because you did not give your wife the opportunity, the privilege that your side chick have. That's why it looks as if your side chick is more interesting, she's more fascinating, it's because she's evolving and you are evolving with her. You love her more because she has the freedom and the time to do the things, to evolve, to do the things that she likes. But your wife cannot. Year to year, if you come, you meet her in the house. Yeah, that's the reason why it looks as if you are falling out of love. When people do not evolve, you fall out of love. That's what kills a lot of marriage. The fact that you want your loved ones to be static. I always urge couples, especially when they come for therapy. I used to tell them the reason why you are tired of your spouses is because you don't allow them evolve. You don't want to see a certain part of them. You prefer to be seeing them through another person. That is it. Everything you see your side chick do or you see your side guy do, your husbands can do it. But because you have placed your husband in a very static place, even when they do it, you'll be doing it. Why are you going to do like small picking? Why are you behaving like a small child? Why are you wearing this color of hair? Why are you wearing this color of lipstick? But when your side chick wears it, you like it. It's because you have placed a stagnancy in your heart. Your spouses can no longer move, so they no longer excite you. What actually excites you in a relationship and marriage, like I said, is evolvement. So I'm going to say, let's open up our hearts in this relationship and marriage thing, except we are going to suffer. In fact, the amount of divorce have not started. We are just starting. Because when we are hearing divorce, break up, it look as if it is somebody that's pursuing us from our village. No, it's because we have refused to unlearn some certain things that we learned. Until we drop those static mindset and those static norms, relationship and marriage will be so hard for you and I. It's you and I that is going to suffer it. Because we are going to marry each other. After we finish running up and down, we will still fall in love with each other. And we will not be able to stay because our minds and our brains are so static. So I'm appealing to a lot of people, especially people who are married. Can you allow your spouses to evolve? Can you allow them do the things that they love? Can you allow them grow? Can you allow them move? It is movement that is love. It is movement. It is growth that is love. If people are in one particular place, there'll be nothing sweet about them. There'll be nothing sexy about them. The sexiness and the love and the involvement is the fact that there is growth and there is movement. So if you're married, please, especially our African men, I'm appealing on behalf of women. If you want your wife to remain attractive to you, you must allow her to evolve. If not, you will keep seeing your wife through other women. You can't be punishing her like that. Every time you go out, you see a beautiful woman, working class woman, hardworking woman, innovative woman. You see her, you admire her, you fall in love with her. But you have a woman in the house that you just kept in one place. She's just being useless to you. And tomorrow you come and say, I love you. I know some of you are ignorant. You don't even know what you are doing. Like I said, sometimes you can be hurting people without even knowing. And oftentimes that is being done out of ignorance. And that's why I always take my time to want to educate everybody. Because sometimes we damage ourselves and we break ourselves by the things that we don't even know. And that's why I'm bringing this awareness to you. Oftentimes, what is making us suffer in relationship and marriage is the fact that our minds are too closed. Our minds are too static. Our minds are too normal. We refuse to evolve. We refuse to unlearn. We refuse to be creative and innovate. It's time to do that. And when you have that open mind, you are innovative, you are creative, you can unlearn and you can relearn. Relationship and marriage will be very exciting, fun, adventurous, and mwah. I love you guys so very much. Don't forget to subscribe.